The lady is close to within maybe 20 meters, Chris, of these guys. And she is keeping an eye. Which place are you guys going to food at there, Pete?
Bear, the brass bear looks like it would be in our.
The Brass Bear is an awesome restaurant. No problem. You go on there, it's a quiet tavern and stuff. And there's a big guy in there who is not working there. And he sees you guys come in and he looks like, and he sees Alex in the wheelbarrow with the dead rat. And he goes, and he sits back down at his table. It looks like he was getting ready to say shit. And then he was like, no. Nope. And he sat down and he goes back to his drinking and shit. You guys go and sit down. Some strange lady with a scar on her cheek comes and sits down. Chris, what do you want to do? The lady you've been following is going and sitting with them now.
Oh, she's coming to sit at our table.
Yeah, she just went over and sat at your table like she fucking knows you.
I will come up behind her and sit next to her then. Like,
she makes a willpower roll not to fucking jump out of her goddamn skin. You could tell that she just fucking had one of those sphincter closing moments, but she handled it okay. And now she's kind of pinned into the booth, which she wasn't really expecting to be. So, yeah, she goes, there you are. Great.
Good evening. Good afternoon.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Welcome to the city. I haven't seen you here before.
No. How can we assist you?
I just wanted to come by and see if I could ask you a few questions. And then if I like what I hear, I would tell you some things.
Okay. Your name's not Neve. Your name is not Neva, is it?
No, it's Sandra.
Sandra. Okay.
Okay. First, she wants to know all your guys' names.
Joshua McKay, I am.
And you? She points at, yes, you.
Doc Fulton.
Doc Fulton, and your name, sir?
Maximilia.
Maximilia. All right. How long are you guys in town for?
We're not sure at this stage.
Drink.
Long time or short time? Why is he playing with the dead rat?
The rat catcher gave it to him.
Usually people give the rat catcher money as showing appreciation for him keeping our city vermin free. All right. So are you in town for a long time or short time?
Likely a short time currently, but we will potentially be visiting on multiple occasions.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm the head of an embassy, actually.
She looks at you and blinks.
I'm a diplomat.
From where?
Australia.
She looks at you like you just said, I'm from a different planet. Would you like to see my spaceship? That kind of look.
Mm-hmm.
Great, she says. Well,
I pull out my paper and show it to her.
Oh my God.
Put it away again.
She hands it back and says, if you'll excuse me, I will go now.
We're not done talking.
Oh no, that's everything I needed to know. I'm all good. Thanks.
You don't want dinner?
I don't get up.
I don't get up.
I'm totally fine, she says. She looks at you like.
But who do you work for?
I'm self-employed.
Oh, self-employed?
And how can we assist you?
I don't think you no sir. Everything is
So Logan, I'll slowly get up and I'll assist her so she can get up, and I'm gonna press the digitation. I'm gonna try to lift. Wait, go ahead.
Maybe you can assist us in regards to information.
She sits back down.
We're fairly new here,
Chris, what were you wanting to lift while she was standing up? Because Alex is suggesting something about a bra, but he's really contemplating with a dead rat.
Well, what is she wearing? Like, and where is she? Like, does she have pockets? Does she look
she has pockets and a pouch and the dagger that everybody seems to carry here. She's dressed kind of like a little bit of a female adventuress, if that makes sense, but on the conservative rather than the slutty side.
Like, if she has an inside pocket, just a quick grab to see. I don't know what's, of course, in there. So, quick grab.
All right. Go ahead and give me a prestidigitation roll. Yeah.
No.
It looks like you're copying a feel
Got
at this point. You got it? Wow. Okay. She probably has, no problem. There's something in there. Would you like it? It seems to be metal, thin, multiple pieces in a pouch. Want it or no?
Nah.
All right.
Picks up probably.
I was thinking keys.
Maybe.
Maybe.
No problem. She sits back down and goes, what sort of information? I can sell information or trade.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we
And
understand.
yes, I believe that if a peer of the realm wishes to purchase me dinner, who am I to say no? It would be rude to refuse hospitality, I suppose.
So,
the waiter or waitress or whatever then interrupts you rudely by coming over and offering menus.
yes, we will order food. We will peruse the menus, order food, etc.
The menu says breakfast, lunch, dinner. You guys look at it.
Okay.
I'll have breakfast, please.
We don't serve breakfast at this time.
Then why is it on the dinner menu?
Old copy.
Oh.
Let's see. This is actually a good food type place. So 6 times 4 is 24. So right, with drinks, somebody mark off 3 guilders. You think you're going to be okay with your money? 3 guilders. It's like I just fed 4 people for 3 guilders. I have more than that. Life is not bad.
Yeah, I suspected that was going to be the case.
Yeah. So
anyway, yes.
All ears. The food here is pretty good, and also the waiter does ask. They actually do have more of a menu than that, but the waiter does ask if you guys will be staying in the Bedtime Bear, which is like attached to this place.
We had not made accommodation arrangements as yet.
It's quiet. The beds are comfortable. If you have steeds and stuff, we can take care of those or get them taken care of.
Ma'am, would you recommend this is their hotel?
Establishment?
Their establishment?
This rat can't come in, but
no, I'm when I'm saying ma'am, I'm looking at Sandra.
She goes, this is not a bad place at all. The guy goes, right. He says it's 6 guilder each for the room with the bathroom.
Yes. Okay.
They don't have suites here.
Yep. That's right.
They're simple rooms, nothing fancy. Did you say he's a peer of the realm? She goes, you'd have to ask him. She's apparently on the discreet side of, not telling you shit.
Yes.
By the way, the notes you got are as listed there: 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 500, 1,000. They gave you all smaller shit. They're pretty big bills and stuff. And they all have pictures of stuff. Princess Danny is on some of them. I don't know which denomination, probably like the 50 or whatever. So I would, if Alex wants a picture of the lady that and plus she looks hot also as not a fucking lion. So
Further is a lion.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, you getting to shag the same poor lady twice when she's in 2 different forms is something that not a lot of people have done yet. So if you can pop that again, then maybe you get a prize or something.
I'm liking how this plan is coming together.
Wow. So anyway, if you get her changed back and forth while you're shagging, that's also the next step.
Oh no, I've got the best bit, of course.
Oh God.
Oh wait, I don't want to spoil it.
All right, good enough. So yeah, the guy is going to go away. He brings you your food. You guys eat. During the small talk phase and stuff, you can get her full name out of her if you wish.
Yes.
And in fact, Pete, since you seem to be leading the conversation, from you, I would like a fast talk roll. This is general slickness. And from everybody, they can give me an etiquette roll unless you like to eat like rabid animals or feed your dead pet rat food while you're eating if you fumble or fail. You horrible, disgusting person.
Fumble.
Yep. He's feeding the dead rat food while eating.
Of course.
Shush, I'm in disguise.
It's a hell of a disguise. You wish you had makeup and shit on, but the I'm a drunk lush in a wheelbarrow with a dead rat is a good start.
Yeah, so fast talk is probably a quarter, and etiquette.
Right. Her name is Sandra Bunamno.
What the?
Bunonomo.
Why don't you just come up with names that you can say?
I don't know. We're going to call her Sandra Bumo. Bumo. Done. Right. Basically, her job in life, you find out because you're ultra slick, is she finds different people who want to get together for some reason, and for a fee, puts them together. Basically, yes. Although she doesn't know that term.
As you're what is known in other parts that we've been to as a fixer.
She says
that is the slang for it in other places.
It doesn't sound nice. I'm an introducer.
That is got a bit in
for a fee. But information, certainly. What would you like to know?
Okay, so we understand that Princess Dany has succumbed to some sort of sleeping illness.
She rolls her knowing about this shit. Let's see how she does.
Oh,
really? She says, my God, that's horrible.
No. Worst fixer ever. Let's get another one.
Hey, don't one of you have an assist reroll?
Yes, I do.
Really?
All right. Yes, I'll play a supporter reroll.
Oh, that's a helpful thing. Let's see if we can do better this time, because if I roll a worse fumble, that'd be better. I've heard of this, she says, vaguely.
Okay. So
I don't deal with royals and peers of the realm much, she says.
No, fair enough. But have you heard of others that have succumbed to a sleeping disease, illness,
to know the critical piece of information that will. She says, I'm not even sure what town I'm in.
Wait,
is that it?
We want the money. We want the money back for the meal, and we're going to go and find another fixer. Okay?
Bitch, get the fuck out. You are the worst introducer. Do you even know anybody here?
We were going to be her first clients.
Who are you?
Do you care? Do you need a drink?
Oh my God.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant. Fucking NPC.
We need to put you back on the island with Dr. Craw. Because what the fuck?
Who are you people? Where are you from?
How did I get here? What am I doing here?
I don't know. Do you care? I care.
Do you want to buy Alex fancy alcohol or a bottle of something good? Because you got to get him one of the two.
Sorry, you just said fancy alcohol or a bottle of something good.
Yeah, it's either fancy or good. Good is worse than fancy, but it's better than shit.
Yeah, good.
Good? Okay. 3 guilder to keep him a little bit happy. 6 guilder to keep him fucking drunk as shit. More than that to try to see if he could pass out and actually sleep.
All right. So, do you know anybody who might have in your yes, in your business as an introducer, would you be able to introduce us to a information broker?
No.
No. I don't know anybody.
Is there any swamps around here?
Any what?
Swamps around here. Would you like to go visit one?
Well, anyway, she says, I'll put you...
Ma'am, you are terrible at your job. You are
No. I'm sure she's very good at introducing with the particular skill sets that she's looking for. It's just unfortunately we're asking her about things she's not skilled in.
Yes, she says. She looks grateful.
So, Miss Bumo, I've completely lost my train of thought now.
She's so dumb, she makes everybody around her dumb.
That's what I was going to ask.
She starts crying.
Are you a Dora?
I don't know what that means, she says.
Right.
See?
No, that was going to be an next.
I'm thinking she wants to leave because, they're making, the other two are making her cry.
I want to try something here, actually. Can you tell me what the name of the barman here is?
She knows that.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
If she'd gotten a fumble, that would have been priceless.
You know what 2 + 2 is?
She says, I'll go look and see if I can find somebody to tell you more about the sleeping sickness.
Thank you. That would be appreciated.
She's too embarrassed to even ask for money. She just
do you have a card?
She says
don't ask her for anything else, Morphy.
No, just a card.
She says no, but you can leave work for me at the river bar.
At the river bar, okay.
Yes.
Do you know where that is?
She has to be let up so that she can flee while weeping.
I let her up.
She flees while weeping. What a fucking night she's had. Jesus. The only thing she knew is the name of the guy who was just now serving you food. Yeah. So that's impressive, you think? We know people now and shit. Yeah. May as well just fucking kill the people we know.
Holy shit.
Crazy. The gentleman that was going to stand up when we came in was going to talk to us when we came in. What's he up to?
His shoulders are shaking with repressed laughter right now. Or he's choking on something. His back kind of is a bit to you, although if he turns his head enough, he can see you guys. He's not turning his head to look at the drunk guy in the padded wheelbarrow playing with the dead rat, however. Yeah. Apparently, he's really cooled off on the whole let's go talk to you guys thing.
Yeah, that gent over there was initially looked like he was interested in talking to us until he saw Maximilia.
I think he was looking to introduce or say, welcome to the establishment, and then saw us and went, oh no.
Well, I don't know. He doesn't appear to be someone who's working here.
We're going to talk to him.
He's
the guy
listening to
begins
us,
edging
might as
away
well.
slightly. You say we can go talk.
Get back here.
He's obviously listening in on what we're saying. So
no, I'm not. He says,
"You suck too. Everyone in this town sucks."
He just glares at you. He's like,
It's how
I don't
well
want to
they
hear that
suck
from
that
the guy who
really
has their own
matters.
rat.
Why don't
Ain't
you
got
join us?
anybody- What?
Why don't you join us? I mean,
Oh,
you're listening
God
anyway.
damn it. He says he takes his drink, comes over and
Do
angrily sits
you know
down.
people?
So who are you? What is your interest in us?
I'm Gumberto Cosmo, he says.
Who are you?
Gumberto Cosmo.
Ah, you're Italian.
What?
You must be fragile.
What?
You're. Don't worry.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. As he's saying that, everybody give me a spot hidden at -30, please.
No.
What is my spot?
Matt, your rat twitched a bit and it's still got some food sticking out of its mouth because you've made it chew as much as
Yeah.
possible, but it's just not happening. So 2 of you made it,
Mm-hmm.
and
I'm at about
Alex just shows the close up of the rat looking at him like, release me, release me. And right, the other 2 saw a couple of obvious, like, these are the kind of people that if they had signs that says, I lurk in alleys and cut people's throats, you'd be like, good casting choices. They started to come in, they looked over, they saw you guys and this other dude, and then kind of backed out and then ran off. And he says, well, usually, he says, Gumberto, as he's saying there, he says, yeah, I normally like to get to know new people to town and such, you know. Why is he in a wheelbarrow?
Because he drank too much.
Why did you buy him more just now?
Because it keeps him
happy.
settled.
I hate to see him unsettled. Why does he have the dead rat?
Because the rat catcher gave it to him as a present.
God damn it. He says,
He needs a pet.
I don't want to talk about him anymore. Why are you guys in town?
Are you also an information broker, or are you just casing us?
No, I'm with I'm with the Cosmo family. He looks as though he gives you a look like you should know who that is. Like if he said, I'm a Rockefeller, or I'm with Charles Manson, that kind of
Let's
thing.
try this again. We're new in town.
Okay, hi.
Cosmo family?
It's one of the 5 trading families.
Ah,
Wow. Is that why the thieves looked at you and left?
Which thieves?
The
the
ones,
ones that
left.
came in just before and then ran away when they looked our way.
Ah, yeah, they could be working for one of the other families. We don't get along.
Gotcha.
Well, they may think that you work for us, and we have been recruiting mercenaries and such for settling disputes.
Gotcha.
Our family is normally, though, we don't need mercenaries, as of course we have the Cosmos sword fighting school.
Oh, okay.
Even though swords are not really in vogue, they are still used in dueling, as I'm sure they are where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
He glares at Doc Fulton.
What?
He's a big hairy guy.
Do you have do you have actors here?
Throttling.
What did he say? What the fuck did he just say?
Oh no, I just heard him choking on something.
I heard him saying something about throttling.
I think he was talking about what Maximilian over there is doing to the rat.
Give me a fast talk roll there, Pete. That's pretty good.
Where are we? Yeah, that is it. Yep.
I apologize, he says to Doc Fulton. Yes, he is throttling that rat or getting ready to have sex with it. I'm just not sure.
Is he wearing a sword or no?
No. He's got one of those knives that everybody in town, except you guys, is wearing.
Peacebound too, or no?
The knives? No, none of the knives have been peacebound. You can pretty much at will pull out a D4 weapon and go to town on your neighbor, as the good Lord intended.
Excellent.
Yeah. Pete's the only one who's going to come out of this conflict well, because as far as I know, he's the only one with significant knife skill. Although it takes him fucking forever to kill. What's that?
You don't need knives.
So he says, that's my story. What's your story?
I see. So, Mr. Cosmo, is there much actors around here?
Your actors?
I am.
That explains a lot, he says. I understand. You should have led with that.
I'm getting into character.
Totally makes sense to me. He says, yeah, there are some, but I think that the main theater is in Hika, isn't it? I mean, we've got one here, of course, but Hika has more of a kind of theater that he might enjoy. He says, motioning to the only guy in the wheelbarrow with the dead rat. He says, Marvin or whatever his name is. But yeah. Yeah.
What do you know about the princess?
Let's find out what he knows.
Oh, God, here we go.
He says, well, quite a bit. He says,
about
I'm no fancy information broker, but I do know that she got sick, as did several other, by sick, I mean, of course, the sleeping sickness, as did several other people in the southern part of town, but nobody in the northern part of town. All those who got sick, according to what I heard. But again, I'm no information broker, says the lady bursting into tears elsewhere. He says, either they cast a spell or had a spell cast upon them, and that sent them into it. I'm not sure what it is, but if I was to speculate, I would say that it's some sort of...
Oh, my God. This is ridiculous.
I would say it's some sort of resonant curse set up on the magic and stuff. Now, I'm no spellcaster myself. It shows him with suspenders hooking his thumbs into him. I'm not a spellcaster or anything, but my guess is that some organization or person or monster or something set up something that has some sort of radius that was only able to cover the south part of town. And then, did that. I have no idea what it is, though. It's not my specialty. Like I said, I'm a simple swords teacher.
What is generally found in the south side of town?
All kinds of things, he says. And yeah, Logan refers you to your map, which has literally everything interesting listed.
So hold on. So she was in the town at the time this happened?
No, she was at the palace.
Which is like a day's travel away.
Correct. But also people in just the south part of town later, like soon afterward, became ill. Like the next day. He doesn't know why, but he suspects foul play. Hence, he says, all the spellcasters and such either getting kicked out of town or put in jail. Unless she wakes up, doubtless they'll be killed. But I don't know much about these magical things. I'm just a simple swords teacher.
All right, so the ones in the south town.
Gilberto, or is it Gilberto? Let me
Gomberto, I've got written down. Nice. So the people in the south end of town came down. Some people in the south end of town came down with it a day after the princess.
Yep.
Okay. If it was the same time, you'd think there'd be a point of origin and radius around it. But if it's a day later, then it would almost suggest that there's something that moved.
That's affecting people, yeah.
Yeah, but then yeah. And like I said, according to what I've heard,
district, that's where you guys are. Sorry, go
on. You have heard of us then, he says.
Go on.
That's pretty much it. But as I was asking, what's your business in town? I mean, aside from exchanging royal gossip, which I know very little about. He buys another round for the table, which in Alex's case is going to finally prompt another fucking alcohol tolerance roll as he just sits there and slams bottle after bottle.
Yeah.
He's found a way to have a bucket underneath the wheelbarrow so he doesn't need to get up to pee if he doesn't want to. It's amazing. You've never seen anybody put away this kind of alcohol. In fact, you're thinking you could hand him a bottle of paint stripper and he would fucking down it and just laugh at you. And then a
Have
bottle of
you
paint, same thing.
had, in regards to the people that have succumbed to the sickness, have you heard about any of them?
Oh yes, I was quite interested. I mean, because it's our queen and Princess Danny. Well, to be our queen, eventually she'll be our queen. Right now, our queen is the queen, but eventually, Princess Danny, who is beloved by the people.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at you. You have something to say about our princess?
Oh, not at all. I think she's very lovely indeed.
Damn right, he says. Yes, apparently the people here really like her. She's extremely popular. He says, when she came down with this, I immediately took it upon myself to find out what I could in case I could help, but I am a simple swordsman.
The people in town that have been struck down by this.
Yes.
Was there many?
Probably about 20, 30 people, yes.
Are any poor people, or is it mostly people?
Well, like I said, they're either people who cast a spell or had a spell cast upon them.
What do you know about the lovable rogue Alex Kinley?
Well, he says, not a lot.
Finally.
I've heard the name.
Finally.
I could probably find out more. But
yeah,
he goes over to the bartender, talks to him. The bartender goes, blah, 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 blah. Some of the patrons, he comes back, he goes, everybody knows the name. There's something about Princess Danny and Alex Kinley, but these guys don't know what.
Yeah, it's strange. There seems to be a lot of animosity towards his name, yet I understand that they might have been in love and something has stood in their way, and yet they seem to blame him for it, when surely all he was doing was help save the town being attacked that Princess Danny was in.
I have no idea about any of that. I'm a simple swordsman.
I mean, I've got no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just a drunk. Yes.
He looks at you suspiciously. The Princess Danny, says, raising his glass. Everybody in the bar ends up drinking to that one.
Mm-hmm.
This is the kind of play. You're pretty sure if you were to stand up and say Princess Danny is a whore, you would be fucking recovering in the alley from an ass beating. Or if you stood up and said, I boned Princess Danny, ass beating in the alley.
A good thing I didn't say that.
No. Yeah, Alex just lays in his fucking wheelbarrow and giggles intermittently, and the rat looks like it's laughing too, but choking on some cheese or something.
Got to be done. Okay.
So, do you know of any specific individuals in the south side of town that were struck down with this? Whereabouts they live?
He says, well, as far as specific individuals and stuff, I did construct this. He pulls out a chart and stuff, and he has like all the different people, and he shows like the radiuses and stuff. He says, but it just doesn't really mean a lot to me. I'm a simple swordsman. It seems. Give me evidence analysis rolls as you look at his detailed map / chart.
Yeah.
So Alex is looking at the 2 to 4 maps that he has, and you're like, everybody else is looking at the one map.
They all make sense to me.
He says, Chris, how'd you do?
Hold on, I have to do something real quick.
Click the number. as far as your evidence analysis goes, it seems to be like a pretty fucking random sampling and shit. This lady getting some sort of spell on her to get rid of a wart, this guy doing this, that kind of shit. And it's just all within the day, and then word got around, people stopped doing spells and shit. Before this happened, spellcasting was just one of those things,
Got it by half.
Yeah. You're kind of liking Pete's theory of if there was something that got moved and shit, but what it was, where it got moved to, or if it's somebody going, I fuck with spellcasting and, shit like that. But given the amount of time they would have had to, if it was a person, they'd had to stay in one area for a long time for all that to happen, is over a period of a few hours.
Well, it could have been like someone had something placed on them, or they knew they were going to go in and see the princess, and then they left, and then they succumbed to it maybe later. Kind of like
and it spread.
Yeah.
The only royal though was the princess.
So I suppose the question is, where was she when it happened? Was she in the palace? Was she out riding or something?
Well,
getting lost in the wood again.
Unless she actually arranged for this to happen to herself.
Take a card for thinking outside the bun. Although the guy's like, no, Princess Danny wouldn't do that.
Well, if she didn't want to marry the king, it's one way out of it until someone comes along and finds a different means for things to happen.
Well, I'm not really sure. You'd have to talk to courtiers and stuff. But what I know about it is not much, but she is very strong-willed. If she didn't want something, she wouldn't have anything to do with it. If she wanted something, nothing would stop her from getting what she wants.
Right.
She wants the Alex Kinley. No. Anyway, so
Okay. Well,
guy comes in, goes, King save all here, and everybody goes, King save all here, and has a drink, and he goes and just sits down and orders beer.
That guy looks patriotic.
Every now and then somebody will do something like that. The people here are fairly patriotic. Their economy is good. They do have some sort of horrible fucking magical sickness, but they figure if they kill enough spellcasters, then it should all be better. And of course, killing Alex Kinley couldn't hurt.
Why don't we just rock up to the castle?
That's a great idea. Have another bottle.
Let's leave this guy so we can talk.
What? Should I go with you? He says.
No, it's okay. You stay here. We'll come back if we need you.
He looks irritated. Right. The innkeeper comes up, collects.
But there's one more thing I want to know. What do you know about the metaphysical realm? No.
Well, he says. I don't know shit.
Yes, finally.
If I'd rolled an +1, that would have been fucking outstanding. Right. The Pete, do you want to pay for 3 rooms and stuff for you guys for the evening and all that?
Yep.
Mark off money. You guys, you want to pay another 6 guilder that Alex claims he needs for 2 more bottles? Take with him to the room.
Yeah, if he wants.
Of course he wants. There's not even a question in your mind. Right. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else wants to bring anything to their room, but alcohol is always good. If you'd like to pay an extra 4 guilder, you can have the cool talking scene.
The cool talking scene?
That means you're each in your own bathtub with hot water and shit, like doing.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Where you're all sitting around talking and shit. In the bathtub.
Why not? Several of us have dips into the water and.
Oh yeah, you guys definitely can use some baths and shit. No problem. Yeah, you guys are getting your clothes and shit laundered and all that, and sitting around in the bathtubs, just like in Shanghai noon. There you go.
Nice.
Carrots provided for free. Okay, Chris.
Right. I'm not sure how much more we're going to get from. I'm guessing at the moment they are going to be looking for anyone who reckons they have the ability to wake Princess Danny.
Not necessarily. They're going around and basically arresting anybody who says they can cast magic, use magic.
True, but I think if anyone of a healing art or something turned up and said they had the ability to wake her up, they would give them a chance.
Possibly.
Or at least hear them out.
But whether or not that. So does that ability break magic, sleep?
I'd like to point out, I believe you guys have cast spells in this realm, yes?
Yes.
You had no fucking weird issues and shit. Just to let you know.
Actually, I don't know if we've cast spells here.
No, I think we did it.
In the human Genovia. We have cast spells in the Beastkin Genovia.
Well, keep in mind what you call Beastkin Genovia is Beastkin Genovia San Angeles, which is on a different continent.
Yes.
Beastkin just so that people don't get confused and frustrated and wondering why.
Yes.
Cool.
Indeed. Yeah, it's a question of do we try and find what the source is and then destroy it, dispel it, whatever?
Yeah, it could do. But it seems like she's patient zero.
Yeah, it's strange. It's like she was targeted.
So you normally go to the source, don't you? So that would lead us to her.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite possible that the King of Westmead didn't want to marry her and use this as a way of doing it before, be it that they want to keep doing the military rubbish, keep fighting or whatever.
Yeah, well, I think that's I mean, it was meant to be a marriage to basically piece the two kingdoms together. You know, obviously someone potentially didn't want that.
That's right. Yeah.
Someone's trying to stop the marriage and the peace basically settling in. So, yeah, I think that's a good. But what we do about that, I don't really know.
Yay, Chris Tacos!
Chris Tacos!
Cool. So, yeah, you guys are sitting around in baths eating carrots and shit and drinking. Because that's what you do in cowboy times.
Yeah. So I mean, if you guys want to go and check out the sites that people were infected, I mean, we could do that to maybe get a better idea of how it was getting spread. But
just the fact that it only hit her at the palace, nobody else, and now it's spreading. Now other people have been impacted. It's a bit strange.
I mean, if it was an item or a person that was carrying it, it could be that they initiated it there and used it on her, and then came back to town, and it's just basically passing it on to other people that they then touch or come into contact with, and it's just like a contagion that's spreading. I mean, are people still being affected by it, Logan, as we know?
Nobody's sure because all the spellcasters have either been driven out of town or killed.
Yeah, but are there any fresh reports of people falling ill with the sleeping sickness?
No, because the only time you get sleeping sickness is if you cast a spell or have one cast on you, and nobody's saying, well, I was casting spells, it burned,
Right. Yeah, but there'd still be people out there casting spells on other people.
Quite possibly. There's no, you have no information on that. You'd need to find somebody else who knew half as much as that old swordsman did. And according to his highly detailed chart, though, all of these stuff took place like about 2 to 3 days ago. So Like, say, Princess Danny got hit, and then for the next 4 days, other people got hit, and then after that, according to his chart, which was suspiciously detailed, especially for a swordsman who may not even be literate, then nothing. So apparently, shit stopped.
So hold on. So someone put a curse on the area that meant that if you cast a spell or had a spell cast on you, you would basically fall into the sleeping sickness. So Danny was the first one to either have a spell cast on them or casted a spell herself for this to happen. The other ones, I mean, I suppose it's weird that it's in the south side only, but the rest of them could be just a case of, like the big cursed area.
In this town.
Oh, I know. But I'm just saying that then the area itself is cursed in a point where anyone who casts a spell that includes us. I just fucking realized that. Fucking wake up. This is a good point, chaps. Why don't one of us see what happens when we cast a spell? Can I suggest one of you two try and spell, and if you fall asleep, I will then use my wake up to wake you up.
Take your card. That's experimenting is actually interesting. You guys are kind of in the mid to north part of town, I believe.
Yeah, we're not in the right area. Although we could try it here initially just to see if anything happens. Potentially to see if the zone, the area of effect has spread or moved.
Indeed.
Where is it? Phase.
Everybody likes some phase action. Well, it is after nightfall, so your phases I believe that goes for until dawn or dusk or whatever. So
the next day.
Oh, next day, great.
Yeah. So we would have to wake up tomorrow and then cast and see what happens.
Well, yeah, you guys are renting rooms at least for one night. I'm not sure how many nights Pete got it from. The beds are warm, the beds are comfy and shit. So yeah, I mean it's not a big place, it's not a fancy place. The toilet leaves a lot to be desired, but they don't really have plumbing and shit. They have more like take a piss in this and then here's some buckets of water to wash it down with so it doesn't stink type thing. Which, for the Old West time period, not bad.
Oh, this is interesting.
What's that?
So you're good at phasing, right?
Not bad at.
You're bad at it?
Not bad at it.
You're not bad at it, okay.
As in above hobbyist, but not professional.
See, I would say, do you know how to counterspell well yet, or no?
I don't have counterspell. I don't think you ever managed to teach me that.
Okay. Because I can cast phase as like I did it for a living. So I mean, I could get away with that really easily. However, if I see someone else fall asleep and I know what I'm looking for. If I analyze the magic, I might get a spell out of it. And knowing what spell is currently active on someone, I have the potential to dispelling it.
Okay. Well, I can.
Otherwise, I would say that I would be the good one to cast the spell to see if I fall asleep or not. But
well, I can attempt to cast it until it works.
All right. So why don't we do that? We'll do that experimenting tomorrow. Get some sleep and then. Sounds good.
Cut to morning. Everybody wakes up. All their magic points are back. Yeah, lovely. You can smell cooking from the other building as you guys are in bedtime bear.
Okay.
You guys all meet up in your like little common room that you've kind of taken over. It's not officially your room, but There's nobody else around interfering with you.
2, 3.
He goes, yo, yo.
4.
That'd be funny if he passed out from lack of magic points.
And
like, I have no clue what's wrong. Wow.
So
okay.
6, 10. So that's a critical, by the way, Logan.
Excellent. Yeah, you cast the fuck out of that spell. Shit, that means you might get something else. Okay, hold on a second.
So phase other is the next one in the chart.
Is it? Which tree are you on, sir?
Gate and time.
Yeah. Phase other. Very good. Well done.
So 7. So I'm up to phase other.
Good deal.
Logan, keep your ears out. There should be food here shortly.
Ooh. Ooh.
Shut up.
So, no worries. Yeah, once you get past Blink, Pete, then you've hit the Pete zone, I believe.
Yep.
I
believe so.
Yeah, for at least the next couple spells, and then you can start working on the last one. And then that will put you, I believe, the highest of all the PCs in the spell tree thus far. So, although Scott, I think, when some of the shit's finished, he will instantly go, bring, bring, bring.
Yeah.
He's been working hard on spells. So, right. Yeah, he cast a spell on himself, and nothing happens. Chris, give me a... if you can pull off an essence times 1... Actually, no, you're not in the right area. Never mind. Don't worry about it, Chris. Everything's fine. Magic works. He's got phase ready. Cool.
So phase goes off and he doesn't fall asleep.
No, nothing bad at all. You guys aren't in any area that has bad shit, so you're good.
No, that's the thing. We weren't sure, so we're testing it here anyway.
Yep.
All right, so we need to move south, find a secluded spot where we're not going to get attacked by a mob, and do some further magicking.
Just let me know where you want to be, because I know where you need to be, but I don't think you know where you need to be because you're investigating. By God, I've finally given you a minor mystery to deal with. I'm so happy.
So, question though, like when we get to the south, I want to ask around. So, has any so the princess has been asleep for how long now? A couple days?
A whole week. Now it's a week and a day, and the people are beginning to get really worried. Give me empathy rolls here.
Yep.
Yeah, people are beginning to fucking adjust to get ready to go into mourning and shit. Like, there's even people selling black ribbons and shit like that on the streets. They're like, oh, if the worst should happen, you want to... And Matt's like, they are ready to fucking bow before my penis. Yes, you know that is the one thing that can save this town. Now, Matt, were you wanting to be walking today, or do you want to stick to the wheelbarrow?
I'll be walking.
I wasn't sure because I didn't know if you were going to start developing your disguise as Wheelbarrow Man, and that would become your new shtick or anything.
No.
Okay, great. If you would like to, Pete, if you want to give him more money to hold the rooms for tonight, then he can keep his wheelbarrow in the room. They'll send the boy around to clean out the wheelbarrow from the previous night as well. Mark off another 50 florin for that shit.
So we're gonna go down to the south part of the town, and I want to ask one of the guards, hey, so is any major has a statue been erected recently within the past about a week ago?
Could you specify which? Are you talking Ashcroft Gate? You want to be at Ashcroft Gate or where? I mean, I need specifics because there's different specific places that have information. Ashcroft Gate is the most south gate that I'm able to find, though.
There's yeah. I mean, there's Royal Gate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just need to know specifically where you're going, if you please, because there are different things at different places.
So from the detailed map that we got off Cosmo, did it seem was there any particular road that it seemed to be more clustered around?
Everything is south of the high street that is bad happening.
Okay.
Where did the
And-
princess? Was the princess in town recently?
No. Oh, recently I don't know, but when she fell asleep, she was at the palace.
So she hasn't been in town for at least 8 days, is what you know from that.
Logan,
That's me.
I asked the same guy we were asking questions about.
He's not there.
What's that? What do you
He
mean?
he apparently went home at some point last night.
No, the one that we're asking now, the guard or whatever.
You haven't gotten to the guard because nobody wanted to tell me where you're going.
Chris was asking about statue.
Yeah, he was, but he hasn't decided who yet.
All right,
We will start with Ashcroft Gate.
Right. When you guys get to Ashcroft Gate, this gate at first seems to be unremarkable. However, the troops seem more wary and watchful of people coming and going for some reason. But there is a guard that he's like, hey, you guys should move on and such.
What's going on? You seem a bit concerned.
I'm sorry, sir. We don't talk to civilians and such about any official matters.
Guess I should flash in my papers then.
You flash him your papers, and it's like switching a fucking light switch. He goes, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know. He
No, of
hands
course
back
you
your
didn't.
papers, and he damn close to either shitting himself or bowing. He says, I'll get the sergeant. Excuse me a moment. He runs.
What is your what? Sorry?
He flat out ran off toward the guard tower.
Okay.
He comes back with the sergeant, who is busy trying to make sure he looks good and shit. And he comes and stands at attention in front of you. The other guy that went and got him is standing a ways back, looking like he'd like to be somewhere else. Sir, he says. Sergeant Holloway, sir. May I help you?
Go for it, Sir Doc Fulton.
Yeah, I was curious. Has there been any new a new statue erected somewhere around in the southern part of the town, like a week ago?
May I see your papers, sir? He says to McKay.
Certainly.
Very good, sir. And is he also, sir?
Yes.
May I see your papers, sir? He says to Fulton.
I give him an intimidating look.
Roll.
I got it.
Perhaps another time. So, yes, new statues? No, sir. He looks like, yes, I'd rather go fight wogs or whatever, or somewhere else than deal with him.
Had the princess visited the racetrack about a week ago?
Are you here to help the princess?
Yes.
Oh, thank you,
Hush,
sir.
hush. Hush, hush, sir.
Oh,
Look
very
around.
good. Racetrack. No, but we.
Guard, I have a question.
Are you?
Let him finish, Maximilia.
Are you a peer of the realm as well, sir?
I am with these two.